Okay, so this installment of Custom Game Creations is going to be bittersweet, to say the least. Territory War was an amazing Flash game created by Afro Ninja. I forget if that's Production Studios Games, but Afro Ninja. And he created 3 games. He created Territory War, the sequel called Territory War Online, and then Territory War 3, also sometimes referred to as Territory War Online 3, even though the first game never had online. And they were sort of, more iterative on each other. But the third game, well, the second game had online, but the third game had, ability to make money and play some custom maps and stuff like that. And I actually did make a few, I think. I made at least one, I want to say 2, back in high school. I used to play during my graphic design class instead of doing graphic design. But I don't have those saved. I tried to find them. I can't find the existence. I thought I sent it to myself in my email, but I can't find it. But I have one saved from when I played this game again, and I believe I played this custom level with my friend Amulet's the shark. But I think he was recording it. We were playing some regular levels, so he was recording it. I don't think he has the recording anymore. But luckily I had the code for the level saved, so I want to show it all off, do a test run, and show you what remains of Territory War. Here we go. We click edit. So here we go. It's called Skyce. I think because it's supposed to be like sky and ice mixed together. How do I scroll? There's clearly more map, but I don't know how to get over there. Map scroll says auto. WASD. Oh, wait, maybe I can switch it to WASD. There we go. Alright, that's good. Yeah, so that's the whole map. You can see the capture points and the spawn points, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the base you have to capture, there's a flag. Actually, I don't know if these are actually flags. I think that's just a colored square, and that's a pole I made. It looks legit. And one side, is like an ice castle, and the other is kind of like a little town. And I think I did a good job. It's not like... Obviously, it's not symmetrical. I don't even know if I'd call this asymmetrical. To be honest, I'm still not sure I know what that word means. But I think it plays really well from what I remember. And I had a lot of fun making it. These take a long time to make. They're piece by piece on the grid. But we'll give it a test. Now, to actually play Territory War anymore, so the games used to run on Flash. So I have a Flash player downloaded, and all I have to do is load a SWF file, and you have like your different controls up here. And so originally it'll prevent you from actually starting this game, but there are features just to bypass that, so you can actually still play it. But as far as I understand, there's no way to play this online anymore, which is really sad. But if you ever have a friend over your house, or if you can play it online somehow, and I just haven't experimented enough yet, because I clicked the online section, it didn't seem to let me. But maybe it's possible. So let's see, let's save and test. And does it give me 6 people? Yes, it does. It gives me a full team. So here we got, I don't know if I select the music for this stage or if it's just, it goes on a playlist. But I showed the whole background. I picked the background, I picked the environment, obviously. Use the arrow keys to move you around. Yeah, so this, for anyone who doesn't know Territory War, it's a lot like Worms. And Worms is a series essentially where you have 2 separate teams. You can use an assortment of different weapons, and you can destroy the environment, you kill your opponents, and some weapons have, I don't know about special abilities, but like you can charge them. So if I open up my weapon wheel here, right, so you can see you can quick select too. But let's say with the grenade, right, this is the standard weapon of the game, you can arc it, and you choose how much power you want it to have. So here I am holding A, I can arc it, and then I release it, and I go boom, now it throws it as far as it can. And there I destroyed some of the environment. So it plays just like Worms does. I would assume that's where the inspiration came from, is hey, like a discount Worms, instead of these iconic characters, you have stick figures. Although to me, Territory War is iconic. I don't I don't know if you see on the side here, it's like white like that. I don't think that's normally how it's supposed to be. I think I'm displaying this in 16:9, but this was only developed for 4:3, which is why there's this color in the square only. But this game, this whole series is not just some knockoff to me. To me and a lot of people, it's just a beautiful thing. You know, it's a huge part of my childhood. Obviously, it went all the way into high school, into college, and then even now, here I am. You know, I still enjoy this game. To the point where I downloaded the Flash file and the program just so I could still play it. So, and I know I think I remember I asked the guy, or he commented on it, and he's just still like a little bewildered about how many people actually liked and played this game. But it was enough to make 3 of them. So. But if you still want this kind of experience, you can always play the Worms game, the whole franchise. But if you want to go that extra mile, you can still find these on like archives, I think. I got mine from the actual website. I figured out how to download it. Fuck them up. And it's really fun. It's really fun to make your own maps. It's fun. You can select, you know, what level you want, what music you want, how many people you want on a team. That's something too. The music in this game. This is, if I'm not mistaken, he had gotten people from Newgrounds. So it's just an assortment of different composers from Newgrounds. And you can find the list of all the music. I think in the game, if you go to the game on Newgrounds, it's listed on the side. So definitely, if you like the music, and there's so many. My favorite of all time is I want to say it was called Crystal Cavern. The only reason I'm not sure right now is just because. Well, no, it's a cavern and it's made of crystals. I don't know why I'm not sure. I've called it that for a long time. It's definitely Crystal Cavern. But the whole soundtrack, like the main menu theme is called Speeding Rampage by Gore Bastard. Like the whole thing is just, frankly, it's iconic. It has such a unique sound, such a good sound. I just completely wasted a rocket. And it's something I can just listen to. I don't want to say endlessly, because I don't think I could listen to anything endlessly, like if I'm being realistic. But it has infinite lasting appeal, I'll put it that way. You might not want to, like, I don't think anybody wants to listen to anything for 10 hours. I know some people are nuts, and there are, I guess, people that do that, but, well, if you wanted to, you can. This is a wonderful soundtrack. This is one of my favorites, is using the boot, and you just kick somebody, just boom, bye. And I love doing that. You send people into holes. So the only thing I don't like about how this is displaying a Flash player, as you can see the white on the sides, and you're not supposed to be able to see that. So now you can kind of see, like, off the screen, and it kind of like it's a little bit of a cheat, I think. And I don't like that. But there might be some way I could adjust that in the settings. That's not that important for right now. Yeah, take that. Let me see. Maybe I'll take one of these guys and I'll show you around a little bit. So, you got up there, right? That's obviously the top of the tower. And I don't think you can actually get up there unless you use like a teleport or something. But I always loved, I tried to make this aesthetic, but I always loved being able to blow apart the terrain, and then it kind of creates a new area. Like right below me here, you could blow this up, and now there's a platform there, and maybe you're stuck. But if you needed an escape path, you could blow up the wall, blow up the floor, or you could blow it up, and then you have a way to drop down a grenade if someone's standing down there, and then boom. But I made the map very travelable. As you can see, you can jump, stand in a lot of spots, parkour. A lot of different ways to get around. And normally there's a time limit for turns, but currently I don't have one on. I'm just gonna fire. Ready? Right in the face. But you can see under both bases too, there's like a cavernous area, which is not, I guess, easy to get into. And I don't even think it's useful, to be honest. I don't know why I did that. I guess just the idea is probably because of Crystal Cavern. I really, really love that stage, and that's a thing you have in that map where you can actually get to the other side if you blow up the wall in the middle on the bottom of the stage, which I won't be showing here, but you can look up some gameplay of Territory War, Crystal Cavern, and get a good idea for it. I really recommend this game, the whole series. There was I remember there being rumors back, I think it was the original Territory War, that if you got like the gold rank on like all the challenges, I think in the original, there were like extra weapons. I think there was like a laser gun and a nuke or something like that. And I don't remember if I ever beat all of the challenges, because I remember I was at my my grandparents' house and I got a lot of them, but I can't remember if I got all of them. So I can neither confirm nor deny, though I've never seen any gameplay of it, so I think it was one of those like early internet rumors. But that just goes to show you how popular this game was. You know, you have something like, Sonic in Smash Brothers Melee, because everybody, bam, headshot. Everybody had Melee, you know what I mean? Oh, there's a secret character, could you unlock it? You know, the internet wasn't like it is today back then. So you kind of just like, well, maybe it is true, you know. I suppose I can look it up, but I don't remember. I don't think there are. I think that was just one of those fake rumors. That would have been really cool. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Territory War 3 was ever finished. Because I remember one of the levels being in beta. I want to say it was Volcano 2, but I can't actually remember. I know something I kind of didn't like the second game offered like customization, you had different heads and all that, like you wear a Castle Crasher head, and I don't actually know, like in terms of permissions, what he got the okay for, but I can understand, okay, in the third game, he can't like be selling Castle Crashers, I don't think it's paraphernalia, memorabilia, whatever that word is, he can't be selling, the Castle Crashers cosmetics if he doesn't own it. So that's probably why that was dipped. And I understand, it's you're selling these things as a way to support the game. In a way, it was kind of ahead of its time, because I don't actually know of any other Flash games that were doing that. Although maybe I was just not very well versed. But it's a way, I guess, to keep support, make some money, keep servers going. And back then, I never had any money, I guess, and I didn't think I wanted to spend it on a Flash game. Not that there's anything wrong with spending it on a Flash game, so to speak, you know what I mean? Because again, this series is absolutely something to write home about. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it to death. But just I've never liked paying for digital content, I guess, especially, well, like ones that you don't keep. And I guess it's yours to wear. You can play it online, offline, but if it's an online game, and clearly this game eventually did go offline, you don't get to hold on to that, That wasn't my thought process back then, when I was a kid, I didn't have any money. I think there was coins, but I don't know if you could earn coins or if you had to buy them. Oh, another thing, too, in Territory War Online, there were different, servers you could be in. I'm probably not describing that right, but okay, so there's different rooms. I don't know how many servers there actually were, but the main room everybody went to, because it was just the first room, was called the Barracks. And then I think there was also the Mess Hall, some other military named kind of things, I think there was the Watchtower and something else. If you were serious about the game, there were other servers you could get into. You had to, win a certain amount of matches. So, you had to win 25 matches to become in the guard tower. And I remember when I finally did that, I was, really impressed or proud of myself. But there's, next to nobody in that section, because most of the people playing Territory War, they're casually playing it for fun. You know what I mean? I mean, look at me. I was in middle school or whatever, dicking around on the computer instead of doing my actual work. So why would I, am I going to have time to win 25 matches? you know, before the class period's over, or even before I get noticed. Like, no, definitely not. And then there was 100. I never did the 100 one, but I remember I'd actually started trying to do it. But it's a lot of matches to win, and not that like I'm unable to do it. Like, I got pretty good at this game, but just sitting there and doing that for so long, and then finding people who, I guess, just continuing to play over and over and over again. I don't know, maybe it wasn't addictive. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I didn't feel like doing it, and by the time I did, it was, I guess, harder to find people. And I remember I was really sad the one day I went to, because after Territory War 3 came out, people were still playing Territory War Online. Like, they had different appeal. And like, the one thing is you had customization in 2, and in 3 you had to pay for it, you know, and I wasn't a fan of that. Though in 3 you had custom levels. I forget what other features there were in the online. It's been a while now. But again, you know, I kind of played it. Like, I played it to win, but I played it casually. I'm not like, you know, a try hard or anything, I guess you could say. I'm not really showing off a lot of the different things here. Let me show you this. So you can build these platforms. In the original, you had these girders, the steel beams that were flat, and you had brick walls that stood up. But in this one, you just have girders, and now you can actually angle them. No, I don't want to turn on sticky keys. You can use these to create makeshift platforms, which is like really useful for getting across gaps or locking people in, creating a wall to bounce grenades off of. Like, there's a lot of strategy in this game. It's kind of unreal how well designed this game was. But let me show you here. So here's an acid launcher. So the neat thing about this, I completely botched that. Do it like this. So the neat thing about the acid launcher is this actually doesn't do a ton of damage, has a decent range, but it goes through ground. Like, no matter what, it'll go right through it. So that's very useful. The pickaxe is unlimited, and it was really good for carving out space. If you need to get through a wall or something, that's how you could do it. And, you know, you can still hit somebody with that. But it was more a safe way of getting rid of something without having to be like, ooh, you know, let me blow it out of my way. Because that could, you know, ricochet back and kill you and blow you off the map. That was one of my favorite things, is blowing people off the level. Like, on the island, a well-placed rocket, you could immediately take out somebody else's guy. So I was, like, that was kind of busted, but also amazing. You know, it's a funny story. Actually, when I was younger, I think before I was even in high school, maybe it was middle school, but I think I was one of those people. I decided one day I thought it would be funniest to go online, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna name myself and make people think I'm a girl. And then I was like, oh, you're so good. You want to play Territory War with me? This is one-on-one. But it was all text-based, but I thought that was funny. And that was something great too, because the socialization came. There was no, you know, voice chat. It was all text chat. But you could talk to people in this main chat lobby. You could choose to send a message to just one person. And interestingly enough, if I knew a little bit, well, actually no, I didn't know a little bit. I learned it later. But you could use HTML coding actually in the text chat. And I don't think that was, I'm doubtful that was intentional. I have no idea. I can't say either way. It's just conjecture on my part. But I don't think most games would let you openly code in the chat window. But you could do that to change the color of your text, the size of your text. So, I don't remember. I wanted to change my name, because I think you had to have a minimum of 3 letters in your name. And if you wanted to have less than 3 letters, you had to get it approved. And I think I submitted that once, but I don't think it ever got back, so I don't know how often anyone was ever able to get their shorter name approved. Alright, here, while I'm still here, let me show you this. This is the teleporter. This thing's cool. Basically like a grenade, but it teleports you. I think it's just dope as hell. Let me see if I can show you. How many guys do I have left? Oh, I only have player 6 left. That's it, huh? Okay, so let me go up here. Fuck. Yeah, doesn't always work as planned. So I remember, so in the text chat I was changing the size of my font and the color of my font. So I had like giant blue words. Someone's like, alright, calm down there, buddy. So let's see, I messed around with coding in Territory War Online. I was basically catfishing people. I eventually won 25 matches and I gained access to like the competitive barracks, but not the top competitive barracks. I had some custom teams, because you could, mix and match some things. You could give all your team members names and pick a hat for all of them. I forget in this game if you can choose different outfits for each, or if it's just one set, but again, you can make your own team, give each one a name, so there was a lot of customization, there was a lot of social interaction. It was really something special. It's almost making me feel kind of sad right now, actually, because I remember all the good times I had with it. And I don't think I'm not going to have those anymore. You'd get something similar with Worms in terms of the gameplay, but in terms of Raw, the game is free. Anyone can play it and have a good time. Like, that's gone, and I think that's very sad. But Territory Wars, it was a beautiful thing, and it will always stay in my heart. And with that, I'm gonna headshot this guy. Oh, headshot! You got that fucking, Newgrounds, 2000s era gore. It's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, I remember just in school I'd play it, at my dad's I'd play it. I play this everywhere, and I remember if I had not gone to this, like, I think it was the Boys and Girls Club, like a YMCA kind of thing. This guy had told me about it, because I think I was playing the original Territory War, and he said, you can play it online, there's a second one, and he showed me, xgengames.com, XGen Studios, and that's how I got to really meet people. So it was popular even before it had online. And here, look, I guess while I'm here, so I don't, we looked at the map already, but you can see, you can place whatever objects, you can, use a bucket to fill stuff, you can erase, I do not want to save this. Is there an undo button? It kind of looks, oh, there is an undo button. Okay, great. Yeah, so nothing changed. But I have the code for the map anyway, in case I did fuck it up. But yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff with different block placements. You can change the background, the audio, what the shape is, diamonds, half circles. If you want a specific color, or you want, what do you call it? So you can have siding, you can have wood, so like that, you see. Where you can place a blue square, a red square, And let me go back and I can show you what it's like to create a team. Let's see. Oh, I can't do team editor? That's strange. I wonder maybe you can't do team editor unless you are online. I think you could in Territory War Online even if you were playing offline. Well, that's kind of sad. Yeah, but here, like, look, see it says versus online. You can't connect to the server. So, and I don't know if that's because I'm using this Flash Player or not. I tried opening it in Firefox, which I still got Flash to run, but recently it, like, seems to, like, flicker or doesn't actually show it even if it's playing it. So this is the only way I could do it. But bittersweet. It was neat to get to show off an old level of mine. Play the game again. It's a beautiful thing. So if you ever get the chance, even if you're just playing the original game, it's absolutely worth it. It's such a good series. And check out Afro Ninja, his website. He's got a few different games. So, thank you for watching. This has been Nick S. of the TheBoneHeadClan. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.